But
yeah, I know we had a French restaurant downtown.
yeah, it's Mark said it's one of the nicer restaurants in Salem.
Okay, yeah.
He researched it. He wanted a nice restaurant.
Uh-huh.
So, we had dinner, and then after dinner, they bring you the dessert menu.
Right.
And so he asked me, if I wanted dessert, and I said sure. So we ordered, and then he asked me if I'd like to go outside to have dessert, because we were inside.
Okay, right.
So we go outside, and we're sitting there waiting for the dessert, and all of a sudden the waitress comes with this 3-foot tall wire Eiffel Tower.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And on the top of it, there's a sparkler sticking out, and it's going.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm like, oh, this is cool. I guess they do this for all
Right.
the desserts.
Nice dessert.
Yeah. So sparkler goes out, and Mark says, you can open the tower. And I said, no, what? So I look, and I could see in the middle that there's this box.
Oh,
sitting
wow.
there.
At that point, you kind of...
Then I'm like, oh, no.
Okay, right.
Oh, boy. So sure enough, he opens it up, pulls out the box,
Oh,
and then he gets down
wow.
on his
Oh,
one
wow,
knee and
Robin.
proposes. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's a
what
really-
was the proposal? Was there anything? Was it just
There was a ring in the
let's
box.
get hitched, or
Oh, to what he said to me?
yeah?
He just expressed his emotions and then asked me, if I would marry him.
Oh.
All right.
That was really sweet, Robin.
So, yeah.
Were people around you, like, were they,
Oh
were they
yeah.
watching
And
you?
then when I said yes, they were like,
Restaurant broke down into applause.
That was really sweet.
yeah, it was.
Oh,
That's
it sounded like
definitely
a really fun
day to
night.
remember,
Yeah, absolutely. It's cool that he made a whole day affair. You know, that's cool.
And I put on my Facebook all of our wildlife encounters, and that was that day.
Oh, wow. It was a special day and
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
We didn't really realize, even Glennis and I didn't, that we have buzzards, with the redneck and no
Right.
feathers.
Oh, I didn't either, Gil.
Yeah. And, well, one of them came by and he looked and there was a dead fish floating. Boy, he wanted that dead fish.
Okay,
It was right down
right.
here. It wasn't moving downstream. And he wasn't afraid of us. I mean, he came within feet of us. He was spying, but he wouldn't get wet. But finally, he got it up on this little island that you see
Yeah.
down here. And then all of a sudden, there were 6 of those
Oh,
buzzards.
funny
Where'd they come
Gil.
from? They
Wait,
could
there were 6
smell
of
that.
what?
Buzzards.
Buzzards,
Vultures.
Jesse.
Vultures have a red neck and face because they don't have any feathers on it.
Robin,
So you
can
just seeing the
call
blood
your
through their
family
skin.
tonight? Okay, yeah, I would too.
And there were
When my
6
parents
vultures
did it,
right
it was
down there,
late
right on that
when
little
we got back.
I bet.
rock
And of
island
course, I
down.
talked to both
But
parents.
he didn't want to get
Half
wet.
hour each. So.
Yeah, the buzzard didn't want to get wet. He apparently is not
like
the
your
kind who
dad,
can,
it was
if his feathers got too wet, he might not be able to be airborne. But the fish was over by the island, and it was only in about 4 or 5 inches of water.
Confirmation. Yes,
Like,
it
no.
is.
Okay,
So-
yeah. Are you,
I'm really close with my dad.
okay,
So I knew that he would,
okay.
or I know that he would accept something like that, even if he was little.
Okay,
leery
right,
about
but he
it.
would be excited and
Yeah.
supportive and all that, and he was.
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
that's so
she
good,
skipped the
Robin.
part where Mark went over with her and spent a weekend at her parents.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah, I knew that he
had.
had gone over there. Okay.
So, and he asked her dad's permission.
Oh, he did.
So her dad was
Did you
not
know that,
ambushed.
Robin?
I didn't until earlier this week. Mark
Okay.
told me that he had asked my dad for permission, and I said, "Oh, really?" So
Okay.
then I knew it was going to
Okay, right,
I mean,
right.
but Still didn't know when.
Okay,
and
right.
I didn't even put it together on Wednesday. So.
Oh, wow, Robin. That is a really sweet day.
So,
And what was your mom's response?
she is a little more.
Cautious.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
that's exactly what she is.
Okay.
So she
So you
likes
kind
Mark.
of expected that even
Yeah.
when you were talking to her.
Yeah.
Okay.
She does like him though.
Yes.
Okay, so she's
She's
not
just-
horrified. She's just cautious.
Right.
Okay.
Even with my brother, he and his girlfriend, well, his wife, but the girlfriend at the time, they were together for a year before my brother proposed, and then they were together almost another year before they got married. And my mom was the same way with that. So
Just
it,
your personality.
yeah, it wouldn't matter.
Yep. That makes sense.
Well, you understand, they've only been going together for 9 weeks.
Right. Yeah.
So,
And your mom hasn't been like Bill and Glenn has to see you together. You know, I can see how that would be hard as a mom for you. You know. So.
yeah, we were acclimated,
Right.
although we were surprised.
Okay, you
We
were
didn't
too,
know.
Gil. You didn't. Really? Oh, that's funny because he didn't tell anybody.
Didn't
Oh,
tell
that
me
is
anyway, I
really
don't know.
sweet. Did you guys have pictures of that day, Robin?
Yes. Well, we
Oh,
have some
okay.
of that evening after.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
they didn't take a camera to the restaurant. That's the first thing I asked when they got back. What
Right.
did you?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's really
Where are the
exciting.
So we
pictures?
got out the camera and we got some on a chip.
Okay,
You
good.
have the chip.
Yep. I know I need to give that to Glennis because unless Mark brings over his little reader, I can't get him onto my computer. So,
Now,
You
is
could
Mar-
just
where's
go over to
Marcus?
Fred
Mark
Meyer and burn
working
off a few of them.
yeah,
You know, make post they own 15 cents each.
we should do that.
I think we should.
Is he working tonight? Right now?
Yeah, he'll be off in about half an hour. So.
Okay. So do you guys ever see each other at work? I mean, you're all, you do, okay.
Yep, we pass each other all the time.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of funny.
Do you get to like eat lunch together or anything, or?
Sometimes, not
Yeah.
very often, because our
Okay.
schedules are just different enough that we miss.
Yeah.
Like today, we were about a half an hour off between
Yeah.
Okay.
scheduled breaks. And
Okay,
stuff,
right.
so- but once in a blue moon, we'll have the same
Okay.
scheduled lunches and stuff.
Okay,
so-
yeah.
But he is so funny because we try to keep it cool, you know, so people don't know. But he's got his little hand gesture
Okay, right.
as I walk by.
Oh, that's the Hawaiian thing.
That means I love
This-
you.
This is
That's-
I love you.
that's I
love
you.
language. Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
really sweet,
Okay.
Robin.
This is
Hang
this
loose.
is hang loose. That's
There's
different,
my-
Dad.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That is
I
actually
better get
really
those
sweet.
right. Who
Yeah,
knows what's going to
that's
happen?
important. One finger off in any
Well,
direction. is
her
disaster.
engagement ring is in the shop,
Yeah, it's
Oh.
but
good
this
size.
is the
Oh, I see.
promise ring or whatever that Mark gave her,
It's-
Oh.
Yep.
and
Wait,
it is
we haven't seen that one either.
2
Let me
carats
see.
in the whole shooting match.
Yep.
No, when
White
did
gold,
you
2
get that?
carats.
He gave
Oh,
that
that's
to me
beautiful.
about a month ago.
Oh,
yeah.
great.
It's really pretty.
See that?
He just said, now what is it? Now what did that mean at the time? Like, does it just?
It's symbol of him giving me his heart,
Are those
and
all
also
diamonds?
I think so.
it's a purity.
Oh wow. I love
Yeah.
that, Robin.
Very
We haven't
cool.
even kissed yet.
Oh wow.
We're waiting. So.
Until your wedding day. Oh, that is really cool, Robin. That is really cool.
So when the preacher says you may kiss the bride,
It'll be.
That's
We've
the
already
real
talked for
deal.
like. We're not gonna know what to do. We're gonna hit noses or something. I don't know. So,
That is actually really, really cool.
people at work, you know, are finding out slowly about this. and-
Okay.
Did they know you were dating a lot of them? All of them? Some of them?
Some of them
Okay.
do. Not everybody. As a matter of
Okay.
fact, I talked to a woman today about. I got engaged. I have a good friend, Alicia, who works in the gas station with me, who also goes to Oasis.
Oh,
cool. Yeah.
Oh, she knew about it, so
Okay.
she was telling this other lady about it.
Okay.
And so we were talking about wedding stuff this morning, and she didn't
I
even
got
know
that
that
wet in the
Mark
water.
Oh, buddy.
is
who you were dating.
Yes.
Okay, right.
So then I told her, and she's, "Oh, you mean that guy that's always smiling?"
That's really
Yeah.
cool.
She's like, "He is so warm and gentle." And yes, he is.
That's really cool. Robin.
So people are slowly finding out, and I've had a few people come up to me and say, "Are you Mark's girlfriend?" I'm like, "Who are you, and how do you know?"
Okay,
this?"
right, right.
Okay, so you're not purposely like telling the world, but people are
Yeah.
finding out in their own
well,
way.
there's 200 and some people that work at Costco,
Right.
so it's not a huge community, and yet, you know, and they, you know, Mark works in the store, she works in the gas pump, so it
Right.
isn't.
Now, what does your brother think of all this?
He's excited.
He
Yeah,
is
he's
good.
really excited.
Good.
I like that.
I'm really close with him too.
Okay.
And her brother's the worship leader. at
Yeah, that's what she was
Oasis.
saying.
He's not the leader. He's on the worship team.
Okay.
Oh,
They
okay.
want him to be the leader. He just can't take it on right now. All the
All
other
right.
stuff.
So really, so he just got married. What? Pretty recently,
June
right?
18th.
Well, and then you'll have an October wedding.
months,
So,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool, Robin.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that's nice about it is he's already got the invitation list, so all she has to do is add some of her girlfriends.
Oh, funny.
And she has to pare that down because
Wait,
her wedding's
what?
not going to be as big.
Yeah.
Who has what?
Her
My
Oh,
brother
your
got married
brother.
a
Oh,
month
yeah.
and a half
He did
ago.
it work for you.
Yep.
That's perfect.
Oh, that's easy.
And
Yeah.
I think her sister-in-law, her
Yeah.
brother's new wife,
Right.
will, you know, she's been through this and
Right.
probably got some phone numbers still and some things she
Yeah.
did. And it can help her because Robin is semi-stressing already about
Well,
Mark
that's
wants
a
to
big
be
deal.
married by
It
the end of
is.
September.
I get it.
And Robin is saying, how can I do it all?
Right.
And then this woman that I talked to this morning, she's getting married September 10th. So she was telling me
Wow.
she's got, if I want to borrow some of her
Oh,
stuff,
Robin.
I can.
That's
so
cool.
I've got her phone number.
That would
and
be great.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna call her and
And we're thinking that maybe we'll have to put a big tent up just in case it rains.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
And even if
You never
it's,
know in
you know,
October.
sunny, you need it out of those,
Right.
you know, you need some shade for people to sit and things too.
So do you get along well with your new sister-in-law?
I do.
Robin? Oh, that's
I
good.
love her.
Okay.
I love her so much.
Good.
So you saw the one that's down on
She's,
the jetty. I can buy 3 more of those,
She's in school
or
right now.
maybe
She's
we
got
can rent a
another
big
year
one.
to go.
Okay.
But
Yeah, you
she's
probably have to rent.
majoring in sign
How many
language.
people are we thinking?
Wow, that's
50?
cool.
Yeah,
100?
she's wanting to use that.
She
as-
just keeps
as
saying we
her
want a small.
calling.
Now,
She
does
and Mark
she-
both
does
say
it
we
do
want
it
a small
worship
wedding.
ever?
I
Does
don't
she
know what
ever
it means.
incorporate
Yeah.
that with
She
worship?
can. She
Now
has
that-
done.
That's very
cool.
subjective.
Yeah.
I never know.
Oh,
anyone
okay.
majored in sign language.
Boy,
That
I
is
can smell
really
your
cool.
gum. What kind is
It's really fun to watch. She
Isn't it
just,
strawberry
every place we go,
Yeah.
she sits up there.
Grandpa, do you
Wow.
want
And
to
she
take us
finds
down to the
them, and
river?
she'll sit there and just
Oh,
converse.
Well, we're
That's
talking right
cool.
now, but yeah, I
Sounds
like going
like your
down the
brother
river
and your
with you
sister-in-law
guys.
are
Of course I
really
do.
Well, now you're close to them.
And
Yep,
maybe
and
your dad could help
very
me
close
take
to
the,
So do you feel as close to your sister?
Kayak.
the kayak
Okay.
down.
Okay. Where does she live?
In Bend.
She does too. Okay.
Look at his
I am
hair
close,
right here.
close to her.
But just
Here
not
going
as
down.
close. Yeah, that totally makes sense.
Yeah,
My
hair in the middle of your
brother-in-law
back.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
We're kind of on the
Well, you
same
have little
wavelength.
tiny short
We
hairs
have
on
the
the
same
back.
It's called a
personality.
cowlick.
Okay.
And she
And,
and I
and the
actually
hair,
kinda
you can
share
see the
that
directions of the
bond
hair is
that,
swimming.
um,
It goes down, down,
been
down, and then right here it kind of
Yeah.
swirls
Yeah.
around.
And I think it's because
Because it looks like a cowlick.
I prayed for him
It looks like,
as a, I wanted
Wow.
a
Moose
father,
lick.
and my
Oh,
Oh,
parents
that's cool.
told me
Yeah.
that they weren't going to have any more
Hurricane.
children,
Wow.
your
and
back.
I didn't listen. I kept
I'm
praying
gonna call
anyway,
you Hurricane.
Okay, yeah.
and sure enough,
It's just
Wow.
fuzz.
Accidentally.
I called it hair.
Wow,
It's just
Robin.
fuzz.
so
Well, that creates a bond right there. I mean, that's a special connection, you know?
Where are you going?
So you're, so how much younger is he? Is he the
he's
youngest?
9 years younger.
So you have a sister that's good one.
Yep, she's 5 years younger than me.
Okay. Now, how long has she been married?
3.5 years.
Okay.
Well, your family is just overwhelmed in weddings.
Right, wedding season.
Yep.
So do you have an idea of what you would like the day to look like, Robin, wedding day? Or is it just, are you kind of starting from scratch, or do you have something in your head that you would,
Well, I know I don't want my dress to look like.
okay, cool, have you been able to look at all
Yeah.
for a dress yet? Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
So I'm off on Monday. I'm gonna try to maybe go down and try one on.
Okay, yeah.
See if I
Oh,
like it
that will
for
actually be
me.
really exciting.
Yeah. Other than that, it's. I wasn't one of those little girls that dreamed of the
Right,
wedding day.
right.
I was kind of a little tomboy, so
Okay,
I didn't
yeah,
really care.
yeah.
So I don't have ideas.
Okay, right.
But between Becky, my sister-in-law,
Uh-huh.
and this lady at work, I
Right.
think I'll
Right.
have plenty of ideas.
It sounds
so.
like it. Maybe an over in abundance,
Yeah.
I guess.
So,
And then Victoria Vichikov has a truck that she parks on her property that,
Yeah.
that has all kinds of wedding stuff in it.
Oh, you're kidding me, Gil.
What?
Okay.
She even has
Oh, I
a
know
trellis
what you're
that you
talking
stand
about.
under. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay. I know
It's
what you're talking
Ferranco now. Was Vichikov.
about. Got it.
Well, it sounds like Mark has ideas. Like, it sounds like he wants us to be here, and so like.
Yeah, he wants
So it's
to
funny
be
that
here.
he's got more
ideas than
ideas.
me.
Yeah.
I know.
We have to go down the bank. It would be nice
I know.
up here because there will be some.
Well, I'm sure no matter where it is or what it is, it's going to be a beautiful day. So.
He's soaking in this camera time.
Oh yeah, totally.
He's kind of a ham.
Yeah, he and his older brother are. Luke's a little bit more reserved than his older and the younger.
Which one's the most reserved?
I would say Luke, of all of them, as far as like
For sure.
these two, the oldest and the youngest have a lot to say all the time. And Luke does too, but he doesn't, not quite as in your face about it.
He was the one that always would play for even a couple of hours by
Yeah,
himself.
he likes to be by himself sometimes. I mean, even on the way.
Especially if we just had him and nobody else.
Yeah,
he would
very
just
content.
putter,
Yep.
and he likes Legos and things like that.
Yes,
And
yeah.
Jackson likes that for 9 minutes.
Right, and then he comes looking for people.
Yeah.
It's true. Even Luke, he'll